Well, this is a special show if you're watching, if you've got any interest in the startup community, because we've got another really big voice coming through in India tonight, this evening, and that's from Twitter, the platform which is, of course, very dear to most of our viewers, but unfortunately seems to be suffering from stagnating user growth and nosediving revenues. However, the one big factor that seems to be working for the microblogging site is India, as it continues to play a critical role in defining the future of the San Francisco-based company. Supriya?
Indeed, and which is why our colleague Sonali Krishna did speak to Shailesh, the Vice President of International Operations and Emerging Markets, and began by asking him about the long-standing issue of dormant Twitter users and what the social network is doing to change that.
Well, we're very pleased that we grew users quarter over quarter. We now share that we have 310 million active users. And beyond that, we actually reach over 800 million people across the entire Twitter platform, touching over 1 billion people with all Twitter properties combined. So we're very pleased and comfortable with the fact that we're one of the few global consumer platforms digitally that can reach such an extensive audience. 80% of that audience is outside the United States, so it's a truly global reach platform. That being said, Jack and the team is actively focused on 5 priorities that we believe over the long term will help Twitter connect with its audience even more, become more engaging, and hopefully grow our usage over time in a way that makes the platform more compelling for creators, for users, and for advertisers.
Shailesh, APAC is a very critical region for Twitter. Give me a sense of how the region is doing in terms of users and ad revenues. And also if you could give me, a closer zoomed-in look into the India story. How is India doing when you juxtapose it with other countries?
Yeah. Look, we're very excited about Asia-Pacific. Asia-Pacific is the growth engine for the company. It is the region with the fastest active user growth, the largest active user base, and the fastest revenue growth. So we really win on every dimension in the region, and that's why we're investing so much across Asia. We just announced publicly, for example, that in Japan, Twitter actually has a larger active user base than Facebook and many other popular consumer platforms in that market. India is the fastest growing market, both in terms of revenue and in terms of usage within Asia. So that can tell you how important India is to our overall efforts, not just regionally, but globally as well.
What would you say about marketers leveraging Twitter as a platform? Do you think there's a lot to be desired? Because one usually looks at marketers using Twitter as a PR platform primarily, and of course, coupled with the fact that they also use it as a grievance addressal platform.
Well, we think that the adoption in India of the advertising capabilities has been phenomenal. In fact, I would say that a lot of the innovation is coming out of India globally. So it's not just the fastest growing revenue business for us in Asia, it's also a source of innovation. We're seeing brands like Tata use First View, a brand new product to use video at scale to launch their new brand Tiago. We're seeing brands like Yes Bank use the platform during the IPL to engage audiences around the matches, ask people who they think will win. We're even seeing the government, the Make in India program, use the first emoji, so a way to bring the program to life outside of the United States